Here are the 9 contestants preparing for today's show. Only one of them will win up to £10,000. The others will leave with nothing when voted off as the weakest link.
Would you believe it? We've actually made 1,000 episodes of Weakest Link, which means 8,000 contestants insulted, picked on, then obliged to leave with nothing. And if that isn't a reason to celebrate, I don't know what is. Welcome to the Weakest Link.
I'm Robinson.
I love it. Wicked.
Goody, 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 goody. Push, push.
Boom, boom.
Push board down. That was just for everybody at home.
Oh, cheeky lady. Oh, Boris.
Oh, very sexy. You are gorgeous.
Ding dong.
All right, you I'll get you off her.
She's a hideous, sneering harridan and a disgrace to herself.
Welcome.
Welcome.
USD.
Willkommen.
Bonsoir.
Welcome.
Willkommen.
歡迎收睇一筆勾銷。
Mein Name ist Claudia, bin 30 Jahre alt, arbeite in der Druckerei und komme aus Viersen.
George. Why Doug?
He's been a bad boy, mistress. He needs to be punished.
You into that sort of thing, are you, George?
Now and then.
आप जा सकती हैं नमस्ते लेकिन आपने बुलाया तो हम चले आए but it was great fun all the best to everybody bye
With 4 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
No, you're the weakest link and you goodbye! You goodbye, weakest link!
I'm not the weakest link. Maybe I'm the strongest link and they're the weakest links. Think about that, America.
it makes me upset because I always try to achieve the best I can and I didn't
He's very keen on summing up policy in 6 words. Well, how about this? You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Not bad, a bit hammy, but who'd have thought it, the Prime Minister using our catchphrase in the House of Commons? Nearly as bizarre as me becoming a quiz show host in the first place.
When Annie was picked to do the pilot for The Weakest Link, she was at that time presenting Watchdog, which was a huge show, and she was very much the star of it.
Well, with me from Virgin Trains is Mark Furlong. It's a bit of a bad joke, this, isn't it? You can't deliver the trains on time. Now you go and try something else.
I've always believed that the person who fronts a quiz, you need to be able to believe that they can answer the questions. I think she had that authority.
It claims overcharging is not widespread. What do you think?
Picking Anne to be the host was a pretty brave move because I can't think of any female quiz show hosts. There really weren't any then in 2000 and I can't really think of any now.
She also had a touch of the devil in her, and we knew that she would bring something special to the show, although I have to say we had no idea actually how she would play.
Anne Robinson would be our ideal host, as we're looking for someone who's not afraid to push the boundaries of existing quiz shows. Someone who can be firm enough to handle the voting off of the weakest links, yet sympathetic enough to soften the blow and ease the disappointment of the contestants where necessary.
Stop! Hold that thought. Let me tell you about Weakest Link contestants. They are not shy. They are not retiring. They are ruthless, utterly ruthless. They will do anything to win. As I worked out, the last thing they needed or deserved was my sympathy.
I don't get where I am today without knowing the weakest link when I see one.
I was voted off a nice little bean by a lady with a beard.
You answered 2 questions right, and Denise only answered 1 question.
Really?
Why are you getting rid of Philippa?
Because she buys Laura Ashley.
Why Scott?
Well, I can't stand the bloody man.
I feel I've come into a sort of wrong parallel universe with a lot of educationally subnormal overweight people, and I'm delighted the good-looking people didn't vote for me. But there we are.
Yes. Who told you you'd look good in that top? Nat.
hello Anne
You look as if you've had your lunch. Were you on medication when you bought that top? Take us through the look. Is it meant to look like a sort of chavvy Oliver Reed?
That sort of thing, yes.
I'm a retail assistant manager.
Are you with that deep voice?
Yes.
I suppose I've got to say yes if you ask me.
Oh, I think we won't bother.
So you've got an irritating voice, an irritating laugh, and you're lazy.
yeah
I'm going to guess you live alone because nobody who lived with you would let you go out looking like that.
You guessed right.
Donna, why have you come dressed as a blancmange? How many curtains had to die to make that shirt, then?
Oh.
Are you Barry Manilow's love child?
I don't think so, no.
Hop up. Do you want a ladder? No. Oh, wow. Russell.
And?
You're not really a medium, are you? You're more of an extra large.
I'm Melanie, I'm 28 and I'm a student from Birmingham. I'm Melanie Thomas, I'm 34, I'm an NHS worker and I was the very first ever weakest link.
I'm David, 36, from Leicestershire and I'm an inserts manager. My first memory of Anne coming onto the studio floor took me back to my childhood, hiding behind the sofa watching the Hammer House of Horror Dracula movies.
Welcome to the weakest link. When we actually got to the studios and we saw the whole setup, we thought it was really dark and it was really scary, actually.
Melanie, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
To this day, I have not seen that show. I told nobody except my boyfriend and my kids. Nobody knew at the time that I was on there.
How I hate them. I really, really hate them. Teachers.
Just sit down quietly for a minute and I'll come and see you in a minute.
Want to go shoplifting?
Right, Anne, well, I think you better stand outside while I tell everyone else what they're doing.
Can I go shoplifting, please, miss?
No, Anne, I don't think that's very appropriate for the classroom.
I don't want to be in your class.
Anne, excuse me, please. The rest of the class is trying to learn.
No, I teach media, Anne. How to make TV programmes.
Right. That's right, so you're going to ask me why, Bob? No, so I'm preempting your question, sorry.
It's such a
It comes with being a teacher, I can't stop talking.
It's so irritating, isn't it? We just need you to say why, Brian.
He was the first one to get a question wrong.
See, the trouble with you deputy headmasters is you spend far too long hearing the sound of your own voice without anyone telling you to shut up.
Will you stop that now and settle down? We've all had enough
Some
of
of the
that.
other job titles, I despair.
I'm an entry to employment coordinator.
Don't be silly. There is no such thing. That's just a stupid string of words.
No.
I'm a semi-retired domestic operative.
So you're a cleaner?
I'm a cleaner.
What do you do, Trevor?
Conversion operative.
Is that a euphemism?
No, I make plastic bags.
I put together packages of care for older people.
Packages of care?
Yes.
You're an area manager, you're a point of contact, and you're a bolt-on system. What do you think's happened to the English language, Casey?
And then there's those who can't be bothered to work at all. They're called students.
What are you studying?
Naval architecture.
Oh, why?
I'm still studying biology. I'm doing a master's.
How much study can you make of biology?
At least.
What possible use is it doing a master's?
What are you studying?
Chemical engineering.
What does that involve?
Lots of difficult maths that you wouldn't understand if I tried to tell you, Anne.
I'm studying a master's in forensic psychology.
Yeah. Is crime a drain on society?
It is.
Is it? That's
Very
rich coming from a student. What have you done to contribute to society? What do people who go to university and waste their time doing religious studies do afterwards?
I want to be a teacher.
Oh, it's just a vicious circle, isn't it?
I suppose it is.
Well, I have had a job before, but I decided I didn't like it, so I wanted to come back to study.
Because it's just a cop-out, isn't it, taking a master's? I mean,
Yeah.
what use is a master's?
I just don't want to get a real job, Anne.
You don't... Right, we've got that over with quickly.
We're not an old people's home, you know.
Oh, that's a pity.
Now, no more trouble, Yvonne.
I never cause trouble. I'm most amenable.
Nothing but a nuisance since you got here.
I'm retired then,
So you just make a nuisance of yourself, do you?
if I can.
You haven't been here as long as me.
I have.
You'll never win.
Bob,
Yes, Anne?
what's it like being old?
I don't know, I've not got there yet.
So you're just an old git who does the garden, I suppose?
Do a bit of gardening.
Yeah. Make it interesting, Bill, because it's quite hard with you old people to think of anything to say to you. Is your brain gone to mush?
Well, it's going there, I fear, yeah.
Is it? So you shuffle round in your slippers all day?
Well, I like to be comfortable.
Ray, you are the weakest link. Can you hear me?
I can.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'm coming, I'm coming. I'm coming, all the way.
There was John there.
Oh, isn't this lovely, all these men handing me around? Honestly, I mean, this is the best dish.